Put an ENTJ and an INTP in the same room, and something fascinating happens. They agree on the goal. They agree that emotions shouldn't lead. They agree that logic matters most. And then, they completely clash. The ENTJ picks up the phone, starts assigning roles, drawing up flowcharts. The INTP leans back, stares at the ceiling, and says, "Wait, none of this actually makes sense." "You're wasting time," says the ENTJ. "You're missing the point," replies the INTP. It's not about intelligence. It's about two different kinds of logic. TE versus TI. Two brilliant minds, two very different engines. And once you understand the difference, you'll never confuse them again. There's a product launch in 72 hours. The system is down. No analytics. The team's in chaos. The ENTJ walks in like a general on a battlefield. Marketing. Give me updated projections in 30 minutes. Tech. Split into two teams. One patches, one reboots. We're not here to perfect. We're here to execute. No panic, no hesitation, no philosophical detours. Every second wasted is output lost. And for the ENTJ, output is sacred. It's not coldness. It's strategic clarity, a mind that says, if we're not producing results, what are we even doing? What drives this? A cognitive function called TE, Extraverted Thinking. TE is logic in action. It organizes the outer world to hit real, measurable goals. It doesn't ask, is this elegant? It asks, does this work? Meanwhile, the INTP is in a different room. Same problem, same deadline, but a completely different energy. Silence, not frozen, processing. A whiteboard full of notes, paper everywhere. They've rewritten the code structure 3 times. They're not chasing a quick fix. They're reverse engineering the underlying flaw. Why did this system fail in the first place? What assumption was faulty from the beginning? It's not about saving the launch. It's about making sure it never breaks again. This is TI, Introverted Thinking, the INTP's dominant function. TI doesn't look outward. It turns inward. It checks for internal consistency, not external efficiency. If the logic feels off, it doesn't matter who agrees. It's wrong. Every idea must survive a brutally honest internal filter. TI doesn't want what works. It wants what is actually, precisely true. So yes, both are logical thinkers. But one is building systems to deliver fast results. The other is refining the system until 0 contradictions remain. One thinks like an executive strategist, the other like a philosopher engineer. Both are brilliant. Both are thinkers. But they are not thinking the same way. Imagine 2 bridges. One is built on time, strong, scalable, on budget. The other is still in blueprint form, because one equation still doesn't sit right. The first is TE. The bridge stands, people cross, results. The second is TI. The design is flawless, even if it's never built. And here's the twist. The world needs both, but they come from different truths. The ENTJ isn't just a machine of output. Beneath the TE lies NI, introverted intuition, a silent vision scanning the future. That's why ENTJs move fast. They already see where they're going. Then comes SE, extroverted sensing, ready to act on the spot. And at the bottom, FI, introverted feeling. Deep values, often buried, until the world crosses line. The INTP starts with TI, but it's fueled by NE, extraverted intuition, branching ideas, what-ifs, endless possibilities. SI, introverted sensing, stores the archives, the references, the patterns. And FE, extroverted feeling. Last in the stack, but still there, whispering, sometimes clashing with TI's brutal precision. These are not cold minds. They're rich internal ecosystems. But the captain of each ship? A different kind of logic. The ENTJ leads with action-oriented thinking. The INTP leads with precision-driven introspection. One asks, what's the most effective solution? The other, what's the most accurate understanding? One drives change. The other questions the very foundation of change. It's not about who's right. It's about the truth you're chasing. Do you optimize or do you analyze? Do you lead from the front or deconstruct from the back? And maybe, just maybe, that's why we need both. So, which one sounds more like you? Are you the ENTJ moving the pieces on the board? Or the INTP redesigning the board itself? Drop it in the comments. And if this hit something real for you, like, share, and subscribe. Someone else out there might need this mirror too. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.